Yo, what's up, guys? This is Scrappers Digest, back again. This is going to be my breakdown and predictions of UFC 286, Edwards versus Usman 3. And, we're going to get straight to business on this. Not going to waste anybody's time. First fight on the card, we got Veronica Hardy versus Juliana Miller. Apparently, this is Dan Hardy's wife. Do with that information what you will. Shout out Dan Hardy. But first fight, let's go. Let's get into this. Juliana Miller versus Hardy. I got Miller on this one. I do believe both of them are similar age. I think it's like 27 to 26. Yeah. But I do think Miller's more of a prospect at this moment in time. Even though she's only got the 4-fight record, I do think I've seen her last fight out, and she's a bit of a savage. So I'm gonna go with her on this one, and I don't think I saw much from Hardy the last couple of times I've seen her out. No offense, Dan, but yeah, that's gonna be my pick for that one, Juliana Miller. So let's go on. Second fight on the card, we got Jai Herbert versus Ludovit Klein. I do believe Klein is the actual favorite in this fight, and I'm guessing it's because of the KO power and the finishing ability. Meanwhile, Jai Herbert has shown, tendencies that he can get clipped pretty much any point in the fight if the guy hits hard enough and gets the right shot and can be done with it. He's got pretty good skill, but that chin has been known to be a weak point. But here's the thing. When he's been caught that we've seen, the guys that have done it have been absolute dogs. Was it Francisco Trinaldo? Dude's old as hell, still in the UFC at like 41, built like a truck. Old boy, Ilia Topuria, absolute savage. Look what he just did to Bryce Mitchell. So I don't want to say there's no shame, there's no disappointment, but those guys are absolute beasts. So it wouldn't be the craziest thing to get finished by one of them, to see somebody get finished by one of them. And I don't believe Klein is the same type of animal as those guys. We've seen him gas out. We've seen him, if he doesn't get that finish earlier when he wants to, he kind of starts breaking down. So on this fight, I'm going to go with Jai Herbert. It's going to be a risk because of the tendencies that he's got. But I feel like he's going to have the game plan. I do believe he's actually been training with Leon Edwards for this camp. He might even just train over there regularly, but that's going to be my pick for this one. And he is an underdog, so you get an underdog pick right there early in the card. Next one, Joanne Wood versus Luana Carolina. With this one, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't have the most confident pick. I would not bet on this fight. Carolina has choked a few times, Lipsky, and then, she got absolutely devastated, destroyed by Molly McCann. She got completely, she got flatlined, bro. Like, she turned into a damn rubber chicken. That shit was crazy. But she is dangerous, and she has shown her ability to be dangerous in a lot of fights. So you can't completely counter out. Joanne Wood, on the other hand, she's got holes, I see holes. Nah, but for real, she does have some holes, especially when it comes to grappling, and maybe so more so some. She's not as willing. Well, she is willing to exchange, but if the other fighter has a lot of power to kind of keep her at bay, that can also be an issue. And I do feel like this is kind of a situation. I think I'm gonna lean with Luana on this one, but I would not bet on this fight. And like I said, I do not have a confident pick on that one. I would not bet on that fight. So fourth fight on the card, we got Jake Hadley versus Malcolm Gordon. Hadley, the upcoming prospect, versus Gordon, the old vet. You know what I mean? This guy just took a loss to Muhammad Makayev, but it wasn't the worst loss. He was actually doing really well and giving Makayev a real run for his money, and so he got submitted. But what I see in this fight is two similar fighting styles. Both guys try to come in real aggressive, looking to land big shots early and trying to impose their will and trying to be, absolutely dominant. I do think Gordon might have Hadley beat right there in that department just because of the fact that he's a vet. But where I think Hadley has Gordon beat is going to be on the ground with the submissions and the scrambles. So he might pull off a submission. He might look to use a similar game plan as Makayev. But I think this is going to be a closer fight, than people might think. But I'm still going to go with Hadley on this one just because I think he's still new. He's still a prospect, but he's pretty skilled. And I don't know. I just feel like he's going to have the advantage if the fight goes to other places, aside from just standing up. Next fight on the card, fifth fight on the card, we got Christian Leroy Duncan versus Dusko Todorovic. On this one, straight up, I got Christian Leroy Duncan. I'm thinking by finish. Todorovic has shown that he's not the most durable guy at his weight class. He's pretty skilled. I think he's going to try and take down Leroy Duncan. But the problem is, Todorovic is a striker himself. He's not some crazy wrestler. So if his game plan doesn't work, they're just going to end up back on the feet, and he's going to have to deal with the monster again. And I think Duncan's going to get the finish on that one. So I'm going to go Christian Leroy Duncan. I'm going TKO on that one. Sixth fight on the card, we have Lerone Murphy versus Gabriel Santos. Both of them are basically undefeated. Lerone Murphy has the one, I believe it is draw to Subara Tukagov. My bad if I butchered his name. I got super bad cotton mouth right now. Yeah, it's like really bad. I should have grabbed the water before I started this. But the thing with this fight, I don't know. I don't feel like Santos is the same level of prospect as Lerone Murphy. And I also don't feel like he's fought the same competition or he's bringing the same level of danger. He does have finishing capability. He kind of has like that Diaz style. He's going to, take it into deep waters and then get a finish later in the rounds. But I think Murphy is going to have something for him as far as striking and on the defensive end. And I think this fight was, scheduled a little bit later, but I do still have Murphy on this, and I'm thinking he pulls off a decision because he didn't have the amount of time that he should have to come up with a precise game plan. But I'm going to go with Murphy on that one. He could pull off a finish. Santos, there is that possibility of a submission at the end, third round. But like I said, I'm going with Murphy on this one. Seventh fight on the card, we got Muhammad Makayev versus Rafael Fijo. I do believe this guy's coming off of Contender Series. And he's a decent striker. He's got some power in his shots, especially for flyweight. But he seems a little bit one-dimensional. So right off the bat, I'm going to go with Makayev via submission on that one. I think he's going to try and get in and out. I've heard that he's got a shoulder injury. I'm not sure if that's completely accurate. But he seems like a smart guy. I'm pretty sure he wants to get paid, wants to move up the rankings. So I think he's going to try and get in and out on this one. Makayev's my pick for that fight. Damn, I really need some water because this cottonmouth is going crazy. Eighth fight on the card, we got Sam Patterson versus Yanal Ashmov. This one is two prospects, so take it with a grain of salt. It's not like these guys have some crazy, resume to build like a precise prediction on this one. But what I have seen is Patterson is extremely tall, long, and rangy. And he knows how to use it, whereas Yanal Ashmov is actually very short. I believe he's like 5'6". So it's not like the shortest guy in the world, but I mean that's like bantamweight height. Okay, my bad. He's 5'9". But his opponent Sam Patterson is 6'3" with 78-inch reach. Like I said, I feel like Yanal is going to be a little bit undersized on this one. He's going to be looking to use wrestling a lot, but Patterson is also going to be looking to submit him off his back and also looking for transitions. And like I said, he's got that reach and the height advantage and also a little bit more experience. I'm going to go with Sam Patterson on this one. This one is a wobbler because, like I said, they're both prospects. I don't have the most confident prediction on that one, but I am still going Sam Patterson. Next fight on the card, we got Chris Duncan versus Omar Morales. I'm going Chris Duncan via freaking TKO. Omar Morales, I feel like they're kind of using this guy as a stepping stone. And Chris Duncan does have like a nasty KO loss on his record, but he's also a pretty damn decent fighter. So I'm gonna go with Chris Duncan on that one. 10th fight on the card, we got Jack Shore in the building, the general, Jack Shore Army. Shout out Jack Shore. Shout out the whole JSA. Versus Makwan Amirkhani, and Jack Shore is moving up. I know I just like scoot past Makwan. Jack Shore is moving up from bantamweight to featherweight for this fight after a loss to Ricky Simone. So, oh boy went back to the drawing board, and he's trying to I don't know, recreate himself, evolve, come back anew, bigger, better, faster, stronger. But I don't know. But that's what he's doing. But one thing I can tell you about Jack is he's incredibly skilled. He's got that dog in him. Cardio for days. Trains like an animal. I'm going completely and blindly and faithfully Jack Shore on this one all the way. I think he's actually going to show Amirkhani levels. I think that he's going to maybe not necessarily just, ragdoll him and dominate him completely, but I feel like everywhere the fight is going to go, he's going to have an answer for wherever Amirkhani does. And I also feel the danger that was present with Ricky is just not going to be there. Ricky was looking like the goddamn Incredible Hulk when he was fighting Jack. Like, he used every single pound and inch of frame that he had to just be massive in that fight. And I even kind of thought, I was like, man, Jack might be better off at 145 where he can, get a little bit more meat on him, a little bit more muscle. And now he's going to be here. And I think that's what we're going to see. We're really going to see how skilled this kid is. And I don't know why I say a kid. He's, relatively same age. But regardless, I got Jack Shore on this one. And I think that's a lock. That's an absolute lock. Jack Shore. Next fight on the card, we got Marvin Vettori versus Roman Dolidze. I am going Roman Dolidze all the way. This guy's been an underdog the last, 3 or 4 fights. He's still an underdog, like a 230 plus underdog. I think they're just thinking that Lightning has hit 4 times in the same place. You know what I mean? But I really do not think that's the case. I think Dolidze is onto something at middleweight. I believe he initially came into the UFC at 205, and then just decided to make a weight cut to 185. And he at first was having a little bit of trouble with the weight cut, but it's now pretty much gotten it down. And the guy's just huge in there at 185. And I feel like where Vettori's been, this hulking dude, it's kind of be like a more size comparison to maybe when Costa came in overweight. And Vettori also, people can't really tell what kind of style a fighter he is. He's kind of like a pressure fighter that basically uses kickboxing and sprawling. He'll shoot the occasional takedown to keep you on your feet, but he doesn't really use the takedown for anything. He doesn't have too many finishes on his record. Well, I say that, and then I'm gonna go look and see all these damn finishes. He doesn't have too many finishes as of recently. Carl Robertson was the last one. Before that, or after that, he fought Jack, went to a decision. Kevin Holland decision, Paulo Costa decision, and now he's fighting Roman Dolidze, who's a certified finisher at this point. I'm going Dolidze all the way. I don't know that he's going to get the finish on this one, but I can see him coming out guns blazing the first and second round, and then probably gassing out in the third round, where Vettori ends up trying to come back and get back up on the scorecards. But it's a three fight round, or 3-round fight. So I just don't believe he's going to be able to do it. Obviously, if this was a 5-round fight, I'd definitely favor Marvin, but it's not. It's a 3-round fight, and I'm going with Roman Dolidze on this one. And like I said, he's also an underdog, so go ahead and get you some money on that one. Next fight on the card, we got Jennifer Maia versus Casey O'Neill. This one is a fight I don't really like to, get too into the ladies, especially when it's lower down the totem pole. But Jennifer Maia, Casey O'Neill. I like Casey. She's kind of cool. She's hot, you know what I mean? But Jennifer Maia is a bit of a dog. She's got a really strong base. She's really good grappling, and she's got some power in her hands. I I think this one's one to watch. I don't think that Casey O'Neill should be favored too highly on this one. So if she is a heavy favorite, I don't know. Like I said, that might be something to watch, something to mess with. Sprinkle something on there. But damn, this cottonmouth is just absolutely killing me. I'm gonna go Jennifer Maia on this one. I think she's gonna show levels. She's 20-9, and meanwhile Casey O'Neill is 9-0. I know that's kind of like a 50-50 record going against, but at this point, 20-9, maybe Maia had no losses with 10-0. I don't know. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is I seen the was it Antonina Shevchenko fight. The first round, Casey O'Neill was getting taken down. She was having a hard time on her back. And it just didn't seem like she's as skilled as she needs to be. She's well-rounded, but is she as skilled as she needs to be taking on these people that have already fought, Valentina Shevchenko? I don't know. We're going to find out. We thought everybody's looking for the truth, but we just seen what Erin Blanchfield did. I think Erin Blanchfield is the truth. I do believe this is the same division. Casey O'Neill might have a little bit more to learn, and this might be the fight where she finds that out. I'm going to go Jennifer Maia on this one. 13th fight on the card. We are getting up there, and we're almost done. Gunnar Nelson versus Brian Barberena. This one I'm going Gunnar Nelson all the way, Gunny, because he's fucking Gunny, bro. What are you thinking, bro? You got to fucking back Gunny all damn day, dude, for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Nah, Brian Barberena's a cool guy too, but I think Gunnar Nelson's just a little bit more skilled. I don't think he's going to get drawn into the dogfight that Brian Barberena likes to do. And I just don't think he's going to be there for the big shot that Brian Barberena is going to be looking to land and get into those exchanges that Brian wants to. I think he's going to be firing from the outside, cruise to a decision, get the takedowns, possibly a submission. I think it's going to be like a nice little show from Gunnar Nelson for that fight leading into the co-main event and what everybody is basically here for and their mama. No, I'm just kidding, because the main event's actually sick as shit too. But we got Justin Gaethje versus Rafael Fiziev. I'm going Fiziev all day and twice on fucking Tuesdays. Fucking buy one, get one wings. You know what I'm saying? Dude, this fool right here is going to show absolute levels. And it's not because Gaethje's a fucking clown or anything like that. No, it's because this is elite, world-class striker going to fight a wrestler with an overhand right and some boxing. And he has heavy leg kicks. Those leg kicks aren't going to fucking land on Fiziev. He's not going to be there for him. He's going to kick Gaethje back. Gaethje's not going to like it. He's going to lose his mobility, and Fiziev's going to knock him out. He's going to be working the body, and then he's going to knock him out. I'm going like first round, second round, KO, Fiziev, inside the distance. Gaethje's a dog, but this is just not a good matchup for him. And I'm telling you, Fiziev's going to do some bad things come Saturday night. Or Saturday morning for me. I'm waking up 7 a.m. I don't give a shit. I'm cracking a fucking 12-pack. I'm throwing some carne asada on the grill. I'm going to get down early as hell in the morning. Be passed out by noon. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm going to be, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be getting lit on that damn day. And it's early. So I don't complain about early morning cards. We always have perfect timing cards where I live. You know, I'm out here in California. But early morning cards are nice for a change. So, without further ado, we got Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman 3. Could possibly be the final meeting of the two. We don't know. I have absolutely no clue who's going to win this fight. But I'm going with Leon Edwards because he won the last time, so he gets points for that. We're in a very short succession of the last fight, so he gets points for that. Kamaru Usman is 35. He's got a few injuries, you know what I mean, on his record, so we gotta take a look at that. Edwards is going to go in there extremely confident because he knocked the shit out of Usman last time. You can't even say he was losing. And then when he goes back and watches the fight over again, he's going to find out that he wasn't even doing that bad. And I don't know. He's going to find out that he wasn't even doing that bad. He's going to have even more confidence. And he's going to see, the mistakes he made. He even tripped at the very beginning, and that's how Usman ended up on him in the first round. So, yeah, I think Edwards might have Usman's number, and maybe running back into this fight wasn't the best idea, especially after injuries. I definitely think Usman's going to be using a heavy wrestling game plan. Damn. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my pick. Damn, now that I'm thinking about it. You know what? Fuck that. Damn. I might have to go Kamaru Usman on this one. I'm going to go Usman decision. Fuck it. Usman decision. I don't know. I know now I'm like, fuck, dude. I swear I had just came to the conclusion. I was actually leaning Usman. But like I said, damn. This one's hard, bro. It's like, is Edwards gonna? Because basically, Edwards has to do what he did last time, and Usman now has to do something different. But I feel like the game plan was there for Usman. But here's the thing: when he was trying to take down Leon Edwards, he wasn't getting the takedowns as easily as he wanted to. But it was a fight, the entire fight. It was never completely dominant from Usman. And you want to say Usman does good in rematches because of, well, I mean, he TKO'd Colby the first time. And the second time was pretty good, but he didn't TKO him. And then, he got the Masvidal fight. Man, that one's hard. Where he did, but Masvidal came in just acting like a damn fool in that second fight. $35. Injuries. Man. Leon Edwards, 31. Yep, I feel like I'm wasting too much damn time on this now. This fight is so fucking hard because it's like Leon wasn't supposed to do that, and then he did. Oh, man. Is Leon going to come back in the 5th, or is he going to gas? We're going to go Kamaru Usman. I'm going to go with Usman. I feel between Trevor Whitman and Usman, they've devised a game plan. I feel it's definitely going to be heavily wrestling based. People are probably not going to like the way the fight turns out if Usman gets his way, but you never know. He could be going in there looking for an opening that he saw in the last fight, or maybe, in Edwards' history where he got caught, via Trevor Whitman, and his game plans. But I could also see them just playing it safe and just taking him down, getting the belt back, and then retiring or something like that. Yeah, I'm going to go Kamaru Usman via... I'm just going to say Usman. Shit. I honestly want Leon Edwards to win because it's like, it just feels like we're in a new era, but at the same time it feels like the Usman era isn't even done yet. So I'm going to go with Kamaru Usman for that final one, and I'm thinking he's going to get a decision. Main event, Usman. Co-main event, Hafal Fiziev, inside the distance. I'm telling you guys. Those are my picks. Scrappers Digest, UFC 286. I do apologize for not making a video last week for anybody that actually fucks with me. I took the week off. I did make a little bit of money off that Merab win and that Volkov win, so that was cool. But anyways, we got a new week ahead of us. What's the next Next card. UFC. Ooh, Vera versus Sandhagen. And I got a mean breakdown for that one. And I'm going to have a mean breakdown for the entire card. So, when is that? Last week of the month. All right, so March 25th. I'll catch you guys Sunday. I'm going to try and have another video out this Sunday for Vera versus Sandhagen. Don't forget to drop a comment. Don't forget to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. And check back with me in a week, and I'll get you guys some more money.